Hi, it's Wilma. Welcome to another one of my videos. If you're new here, hi, I'm Wilma. I am an international student from Sweden living in America, and I am currently out of college for the summer, and I am not allowed to work here in America since I'm on a student visa, which means that I don't really have a lot to do this summer. I don't have a job and I'm not in school and I'm kind of just existing. So I decided to make this series called A Summer in My Sketchbook, which is where I make art in my sketchbook this summer. It really is as simple as that. I am currently about halfway through the sketchbook and it's been a lot of fun to create in it. I've had many good art sessions. This is A Summer in My Sketchbook, episode 4. Let's get into it. Hello from VoiceOver Me. So, as you may or may not be able to tell, I'm currently drawing a Dunkin' iced coffee. Well, you can definitely tell that it's a Dunkin' beverage, but maybe not a coffee. But anyway, it is indeed a Dunkin' iced coffee. You might be asking yourself, why am I drawing this? It's like such a boring and mundane thing. And the reason for me drawing this is because lately I've been very into drawing memories and just drawing things that are special to me. I know that sounds like I'm talking about how special Dunkin' iced coffee is to me. That's not really it. Basically, this drawing is from a day where me and my boyfriend took a quick road trip to a place nearby in Pennsylvania. And it was a new place that I had never been at before, and it wasn't like we planned this road trip or planned to do any activities there or to even walk around. He just had to go there to do a quick errand, and I came with him. And it was still very special to me because I have only lived in America now for 7 months, and there's a lot of stuff and places that I haven't seen. And this place that we went to was one of them. And even though we didn't really stay there for almost any amount of time, it was still super special to me and I really enjoyed it. And I wanted to capture this memory in my sketchbook because I know if I didn't, I was just gonna forget about it eventually. And I think it's so important to appreciate the mundane things in life. I mean, this wasn't like a super mundane thing to me, but for anyone who looks at my Dunkin' iced coffee drawing, they're gonna be like, oh, that's just like a really boring drawing of a coffee. But to me, it holds a lot of memories and I really enjoy being able to capture my memories in this way. So that's why I wanted to draw this. I also think that there's so much beauty in drawing and making art of mundane things, because I feel like if you look back in art history, I mean, I'm not like super read up on it, but stuff just used to be so serious. I'm sure there's like less serious art out there from the old times, but I feel like it just used to be so serious, and I really enjoy doing boring stuff like drawing iced coffee. You know, not that it was boring to me, I actually really enjoyed it, but I've really been enjoying taking the seriousness out of art and just have fun and draw stuff that probably look boring to other people, but it's not boring to me because it holds a special memory. I think future me is really gonna appreciate being able to look back at all these like very quote-unquote mundane drawings that I did of, you know, Dunkin' iced coffee or whatever else I might end up making art of. It kind of is mostly just a thing that I do for myself because I'm not really expecting anyone to look at this drawing and be mind blown by it or anything like that. But to me, it's very special and it makes me think of the memory that is attached to this photo, and that is just very special to me. So I just finished this page of the iced coffee. I love how it turned out. I really enjoyed drawing it and I'm really happy with the background. I think it turned out really like satisfying, and it was also very satisfying to draw. I probably also already mentioned in the voiceover that this is kind of like a memory spread. It's from a road trip that me and my boyfriend took to a place in Pennsylvania. It wasn't like a long road trip, but yeah, we got iced coffee and we saw this church that I took a photo of. We didn't really like stay there long at all. He just had to go there to do something real quick, but you gotta romanticize life, you know? And yeah, I just wanted to draw it to like keep the memory. So yeah, I don't really feel like doing this one yet, so I'm either gonna start on a new spread or I'm gonna draw something I never finished earlier in this sketchbook. It's in the beginning of the sketchbook and I don't want to leave any page unfinished, so I'm either gonna finish that page or I'm gonna start a new spread.
Sit so close to you, staring at the sky. Can't believe the view. After everything, you would never know that this bleeding heart is on its way back home. I need you, and I love you. I'll never let you go. I've been feeling like I've been stuck in my head, my home life. I lie awake at night, the colors in my mind. How do you get so bright? I've been praying for the time to call you. I've been waiting for the stars to align.
I decided to do a spread of some seagulls next. I don't know if you say seagull or seagulls, but either way. I wanted to do this because I recently went on vacation for a week at the beach and I saw quite a few seagulls, and to me they are honestly really beautiful. I know that a lot of people probably don't like them because, I don't know, they like steal your food and whatever, but I personally feel like they just feel like summer, and I think that they're also really pretty. And I kept seeing the seagulls at the beach and I just kept thinking to myself, once I get back home I need to draw a seagull. So I ended up doing a whole spread of them, and it was actually my first time ever painting a seagull, and I ended up doing 4 of them, so good job, Wilma. It was also my first time since I moved to America 7 months ago using aquarelle paint. It's kind of crazy that I haven't been using it for 7 months. It's one of my absolute favorite techniques and I just love working with it. And I think because I started this sketchbook, I wasn't really sure how it was gonna look on paper, even though I've seen other people use watercolor in this sketchbook. So I'm not sure why I just didn't do it, but either way, I finally used it again after 7 months and oh my god, I enjoyed it so much. And I was just reminded by how much I love it and why this is my favorite technique to use, because it's just so effortless, honestly, and so much fun, and I just really enjoy it a lot.
Waiting patiently from where riches flow, my heart is sure to follow. Over here, it can see much clearer. What you wanted was always only what
Hello, it's the next day. It's currently 11:52. I just finished working out and it's been really good for me to like start my day with a workout. I used to do that for the most part before most of my art sessions when I lived in Sweden, but it's been a little bit more challenging living here in America because I can't like get out as easily. But yeah, I started my day with a workout and my body feels really good. I was so tired yesterday and I don't really know why, but I did go for a walk yesterday before making art, so I don't know. I was just like so exhausted, but I already feel better today and I'm gonna continue with the page that I started yesterday of the Seagull. I left it off at quite a ugly stage. I think my plan is to add gouache paint, possibly, for the background, and then I feel like I might want to add some colored pencils to the actual birds. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue with that. But I think before I do that, I will journal again today to start my day, because it just like sets it off on a good tone, my art day. So I think I'm gonna go do that and then I'm gonna make art. So I did a little bit of journaling. I didn't end up doing it for too long because my hand was so freaking tired. Anyway, once I was done with that, I kept on painting these seagulls. So the one that I'm doing here turned out to be my favorite one. I think it's because it had the most color and it was also just like the most interesting because it has a starfish in its mouth, and I think that added a lot of character and just made it a lot more interesting, and it's like walking and it just like looks funny. So yeah, I really enjoyed painting this one. Recently, I made a list on my phone of things that I want to draw because although I feel like I have things to draw constantly, I just forget about what it is that I want to draw. So I made a list in my notes app and I think that seagulls was the #1 thing that I put in there. So I ended up painting that, and once I was done with this spread, I felt so inspired. I think it's because I just enjoyed the process so much and it felt so good to work with aquarelle paint again, and the fact that the results were also very satisfying to me. Like, I really love how the painting turned out. I think that just made me feel really good, and when I complete art that I really love, it just like, I think it gives me like a dopamine kick and I just want to make more art. And I don't know, there's like something so satisfying about finishing a piece, and especially when I do it in my sketchbook, because it's like a collection of work that I can look back at, and it's just like, I don't know, I just love being able to finish stuff.
As the gulls sing down in the deep, and the wreck's still waiting to be found.
The last seagull that I painted, I don't think it turned out to look like a seagull at all. I feel like it kind of looks like a parrot almost. I think the beak is just not the beak of a seagull. I made it like a little bit too wide, the beak. So yeah, that last bird just like didn't really look like a seagull at all. And that was also, as you might be able to tell, although it probably looks intentional, I wanted to do like full body seagulls on the entire page, but then I kind of ran out of space and I was like, I'm just gonna make like one seagull kind of like peek in from the corner there. Which I don't know if that looks weird or not, but yeah, that's what I ended up doing. And then I added a pretty pale yellow background, and that really made the birds pop, and I just really love this spread. And it's not just because it turned out good, it's because I loved using the aquarelle paint. I enjoyed the process. I love painting birds. Like, I didn't know that I was gonna love it so much, but I do. And yeah, I'm just like so happy, and it was such a good and fun art piece to make. So 10 out of 10. Super happy with it and the process. guys, so here I am again, same person as in the intro, but I'm doing an outro. So first off, we have this. Now I did start on this, but I can't show you because it's gonna be in a different video, I assume. But this is my Dunkin' iced coffee drawing, which is cute, I think. Yeah, it's cute, right? That's how that turned out, I think. Am I gonna say it's cute again? Anyway, let's move on to the next one. This is the Seagull spread. Now this one, oh my god, I love how this turned out. It was so fun. I mean, I just literally just talked about it, but the process was so much fun. I loved the results and I loved working with the aquarelle paint, and overall it was just like so much goodness. Anyway, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next one. That was a freaking loud truck that ruined my clip. Okay, bye.